Professor Mike Perkins. And Mikey going over here, he does Captain America stuff. And of course our Charlie Allard and Walking Dead Banksy. First Picasso. And in with all this, I believe, we have an original special edition done Catt. And a whole bunch over there. Oh yeah, Picasso, Catt, Allard, Hurst, Perkins. Oh, and this is done by Chris, who's up above me in the studio. I really like this. Early start today, and I've mainly got this stuff to move. I've still got some furniture in the other room, but I'm down to all the papery stuff that's really hard to move because you've got to keep it flat and you can't just stick it in a box. So I'm going to be using this cardboard here, big cardboard, to separate them all out, hopefully give them surfaces so I can put these in the boot and move them over. And then of course, there's all these pictures need to go. And they'll have to happen like a couple of times. I might just walk those over like a couple every day. Yep, that's my morning. I've moved a whole bunch of stuff over. I still got these 2 boxes to do, but now I've got all my inks and all my pens that I use for pen plotting up here, and then some other stuff over there. Have a quick look over here. This is the bit that I've yet to finish. I've got lots of posted stuff here and over here, but I think I'll talk about this more tomorrow. Let's do that because it's the end of the day and I need to go. Oh man. Anyway, it's looking quite good apart from this mess. We are nearly done. I've still got all these boxes here and these shelves to finish up, but I thought I'd show you this spot here. This is my paper area, and we've got A5, A6 here, and we've got A4 here. A3 paper lives over here. I've got rough paper, black paper, and then smooth paper down here like Bristol. This is everything between A3 and A1, so half imperial, odd sizes. And then down here, this is all A1 stuff. This is like textured stuff that I use, you can't really see it there, that I use for backing when I take photos. So it's like fake wood texture, stuff like that. And up here, this will be, it's a bit excessive at the moment because things got messed up while moving over, but this is the surface where I'll put things when they're done, when prints arrive, when plots are finished, for me to work out what to do with them. And like 4 things can happen, 3, not quite sure. If I don't like it, or if the plot didn't work, then it just gets recycled. If it's something quite big that didn't quite work, then maybe I'll cut it down to postcard sizes so I can put them in when I ship things out. If it's good or something I might not sell, sort of like this, then I'll either add it in with orders or I'll send it to friends and people on my mailing list. Then finally, if it's something that I'm deciding that I am actually going to sell, then I'll need to take photos of it, and I'll grab some of this gubbins up here, and this is all the stuff that I add in my photos to give a sense of scale. Pop them onto this table here, which raises up and down using one of those fake textures or just the table. And then I've got this mount up here on the ceiling that I can put a camera onto, so it will be pointing directly down onto the table down here for taking these photos. Once I've taken all the photos, then we go over to the shipping station area where they'll live sort of on the shelf here, ready to be shipped out, or here, and now I've got all my packaging material here and here. And then some other bits and bobs over here. So we're all good. That's terrible lighting. Let's go somewhere where the lighting's good. Yes, there's little bits and bobs. There's all this stuff over here. There's stuff in the kitchen. Let me just show you that. So I've got a whole bunch of prints that I have from other people here that all need to be mounted, that need to be framed and to go up on the wall and over here, and various bits and bobs. Oh, and speaking of up on the wall, all the other pictures are still at the other studio. So I've got this wall space here and all along here and here to put pictures up when I bring those over. I'm really looking forward to getting back to doing some actual pen plotting next week. Let's hope that happens. I have a confession to make. Yesterday I was working from home because I was expecting some packages to arrive. I was supposed to be writing a script, but instead I spent the whole day on Threads. Twitter for me was the place where I shared all my digital work, and that included NFTs.
Meanwhile, Instagram was where I shared all my print and plots and physical work, and they were kept kind of separate. Now with Threads, I've kind of auto-magically inherited a whole bunch of followers and people I'm following from Instagram who are all artists. And then from Twitter, there's a whole bunch of people kind of escaping, and they mesh together in this really interesting way. And I'm noticing that a lot with digital video art because the quality is really good on Threads. My feeling is this: it's like Instagram, but with better conversation that you couldn't have in the comments under Instagram, and with fantastic external linking, being able to link out. Instagram was very much a walled garden where if you had a YouTube video you wanted to link to, or a website or an exhibition, or someone simply asks you a question like, where did you get that from? You can't just link them to the thing. You kind of have to go link in bio, which is a really rubbish way of doing it. Whereas over on Threads, linking out is no problem. Somebody asked me, hey, where did you get those pens from? I just gave them the link to those pens, and it was very straightforward. If I have a YouTube video where I'm talking about a technique or doing a pen plot, I can just point to it. If I add a new item to the shop, instead of having to jump through Facebook's marketplace weird hoops where I try to connect my shop to Instagram, I can just go, hey, there's this new item in the shop over here. It's just made talking about art so much better. I think that's why lots of artists are really loving it, because they can talk about what they're doing and then also point to these other things. So that is my Threads experience. It's like Instagram with much better chatting, better linking, no reels, no stories, that type of thing, and then digital art people coming over from Twitter. I'm enjoying it so far. Let's see how it goes.